back to the show. The 2020 election is only 650 days away. Wow! That's barely 4 Fast and Furiouses from now. It's nice to know that no matter what's happening in the world, you can always count on more vroom vrooms and boom booms. Yes, the 2020 election is already in full swing and the future is looking female. So far, Elizabeth Warren, Kirsten Gillibrand, Kamala Harris, and Tulsi Gabbard have announced their runs, and Amy Klobuchar is likely to run too. Holy shit, 5 women, that is amazing! If you had told me we'd have this many female presidential candidates 20 years ago, I would have said bucket hats and yellow sunglasses will never go out of style. Happy 1999. But look at America now. There are several exciting women running for president, and also Tulsi Gabbard. Having this many women in the field means that the defining characteristic of each candidate won't just be the woman. Now that there are so many ladies running, maybe we can stop talking about the tone or volume of their voice, their outfits, or their marriages, and instead judge them based on their ideas and experience. I'm just joking. No. It's going to be a total nightmare. After Kirsten Gillibrand announced her candidacy, this was the first question at her press conference.
I think a lot of people see you as pretty likable. A nice person. Is now, how much is a selling point?
Kirsten, I'll take this one. Fuck off. How is this your first question? You've had 2 years to think of something less sexist. But Politico is also very concerned about Elizabeth Warren's likability. Just hours after she announced her campaign, Politico asked, how does Warren avoid a Clinton redux written off as too unlikable before her campaign gets off the ground? Here's one way: by not writing a whole fucking article about a candidate's likability before her campaign gets off the ground. That's like wondering, how do I avoid cheating on my husband? Well, you have a stranger's dick in each one of your hands. It's also wild that Politico would play dumb when they were constantly peddling sexist takes about Hillary, or should I say the grandma-in-chief. Stop wondering aloud what the media will or will not do when you are the media. This is up to you, bitch. But Tucker Carlson thinks we're overreacting to the likability question.
This is baffling to me, and I say this as someone who's been called unlikable countless times over 20 years. It doesn't seem like a sex-specific criticism. And again, I'm saying this as an unlikable person.
Yes, you are, but don't sell yourself short. You're also a white supremacist. People who are definitely not sexist love to point out that men can be unlikable too.
They're leaving out men, right? So Mitt Romney, Al Gore, John Kerry, also unlikable.
There have been a number of male candidates, male politicians who've been called unlikable. You know, John Edwards is one of them.
That's a good point. John Edwards cheated on his cancer-stricken wife, then spent donor money to keep his pregnant mistress a secret. Elizabeth Warren decided to run for president. You know, of course, there's more to being a woman candidate than likability. In the words of every mean girl ever, you also have to stop trying so hard. What is Elizabeth Warren even doing drinking beer?
Elizabeth Warren with the beer thing,
right.
trying to make him look more likable. Again, I think at the end of the day...
Was she more likable when you saw that?
No, because it was incredibly awkward and it was clear that she probably doesn't drink beer a whole lot.
Oh, you like beer? Name 10 of their albums. Fox News will be the judge of a true, authentic political moment. There's only ever been one.
You know what they're trying to do, Michael? They're trying to relive a real moment. Bill Clinton playing the saxophone in Arsenio did work. It was real. He plays the saxophone. He played with the band. People thought that was great.
I think there's some kind of likability factor that people are going for there. I remember when Bill Clinton went on and played the saxophone. I think she's trying to hope to be more good stuff.
Bill Clinton was real. He really played the saxophone. He is a cool guy. That's real.
Absolutely. If there's one thing we remember about Bill Clinton, it's his saxophone performance, which proved he really is a cool guy that's real. In fact, you might remember Republicans trying to replicate this moment in 2016 when they had Jeb Bush followed by a man playing sad trombone. And of course, Kamala has the added bullshit of being a black woman, something news outlets are treating more like a branding decision than her identity. BuzzFeed said Kamala's decision to announce her candidacy on Martin Luther King Day is a clear signal that her presidential run is likely to embrace her identity as a black woman, which is a real disappointment to all her fans who were hoping she'd run as a 10-year-old Finnish boy. Come on, shake it up, Kamala. The real problem is that men don't have to worry about this crap. I mean, Jesus, they barely need to worry about being Democrats. Of course, some men do make mistakes, but that can always be blamed on a woman, too. Gillibrand may have hurt her own chances at higher office by pushing for Al Franken to resign.
Some Democratic donors don't like how the newly declared Senator Gillibrand called for Senator Al Franken's resignation over groping accusations. There is some grumbling because to many progressives, Al Franken was a star.
And of course, when you're a star, they let you do it. All of this has happened in the last 3 weeks. We are not off to a good start. When we frame women candidates like this right off the bat, it becomes impossible to actually discuss them with nuance down the line. Everything's either, yes, queen, you woke up flawless, or burn, witch. This is a real fucking problem. And it's not that women are too sensitive or that they don't want the same tough treatment that male candidates get. The same treatment is exactly what we want. Don't talk about women's voices, hair, children, husbands, volume, or so-called likability. Press them on their refusal to apologize to tribal communities, concerning history as a prosecutor, a bad pre-Senate record on guns and immigration, where they are on healthcare, and, oh, Tulsi, honey, no, there's just too much. Bring whatever political fire you want. Just make sure you're going just as hard on their male counterparts. You know, most of you are probably too young to remember this, but there was a presidential election in 2016. It should have been exciting to cover the first major female presidential candidate, but because of the way people talked about Hillary, it was actually agony. Every day was like death by 1,000 think pieces that all said, smile more. When you talk about female candidates this way, it hurts all of us. So please, 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 let's all do better this time, or so help us God, we are all gonna learn to play the saxophone. We'll be right back.